Hello, it's Susan at Seaside Stitches, and this is a video for hashtag SewFrugal25, and I'm really pleased to be here, and I have one of my favourite free pattern makes on. This is the Harper Cardigan. It's the long version and it's the tall pattern. It's a free pattern from Sinclair Patterns. I have 5 of them and I am intending to make a 6th. Now I have a little bit of video that I'll just slot in and you'll see the Harper Cardigans. This one was my entry for Sew Yellow for Endo 22. I always do that. I have got the pockets, I never put them on. I would like to still put them on, and this fabric was from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door. It's again cable knit jersey, and I think I also submitted it for Sew Frugal 22. Yes, I think I did. Anyway, because it's a free pattern. But I showed that video last year. I'm an absolute enthusiast about the Harper Cardigan. I have only made it once in non-cable knit jersey. Here we have Harper Cardigan number 5, and this was also submitted for the Sew Frugal 22. This one and the black one I think I did for that, but it just gives you an idea of different lengths, different styles, different fabrics, and obviously just straightforward long sleeve. But I really love it when it's in this fabric, and I just have another one to show you. This one is the second one I made. The first one is a blue one. This one is the second one I made. It looks a bit dreary on there, doesn't it? But it looks really good with a black polo on and a black denim skirt, a kind of pencil denim skirt and a black polo. And yeah, I really like it. I'd put that together with it because I hardly ever wear this pinafore dress. And I thought recently, if I put them together in the wardrobe, it might remind me to wear those with a pink top underneath and this. And I like these sleeves because you can get a nice, just a good feel when you've got a polo neck underneath it. Anyway, so I have pockets on 3 of them, I think, and I am debating whether or not to put pockets on this one. I have a problem in that I have scoliosis which has caused a pelvic tilt, so it means that if you look there, my waist on this side is a lot higher than my waist on this side, and I'm only concerned that already you can see if I just put it as it is, it may already be dangling down there or whatever. It may not, but with pockets it may look even worse, or pockets can give me the chance of actually aligning it right. So I'm not quite sure what to do, but I quite like this. It's got a feel of an evening coat, this, to me as well. I just think it's a brilliant pattern if you've got just the right fabric and just the right colour, and this is the right colour for me. I love it. And the one that I have fabric for to make another one is this. Going to still be a long one, possibly with pockets, possibly not. I just like this length on me. I have a 3/4 one only because I didn't buy enough fabric. I don't quite know what I did there. So guess what this is? This is the Harper Cardigan in the regular length. I still do that because I expect the pockets to be there. I didn't put them on. I didn't have enough fabric. This is as long as a short sleeve as I could have managed, and I only had enough fabric for this, so I don't quite know what I did there either. I think on the pattern, when you look at it, it tells you what you need for the body of it, and then it has different allowance for fabric on the which sleeve version you have and which version you're doing. In terms, they do tall, regular and petite, so you can do whatever suits your frame really. Tall version, the medium version, or the regular version, and you can just download what you want or download them all and just get printed the ones you need printing. So that's that. So yes, I just wanted to mention this. So it's a cop-out really, because it's my go-to free pattern anyway, and I love it. But there are loads of people who do this for Sew Frugal, the Harper Cardigan, in various designs and styles and lengths and fabrics. It's amazing how many versions you can make of this. And in the sewing community, I know it's not an unknown pattern, but I just like to share it because it goes together just so simply. And I do it all on my overlocker, and obviously I sew that down on my sewing machine, and I sew that on my sewing machine. You don't need to. I sew it on my machine. Yes, you do. I sew it on my sewing machine, I overlock it, and then I sew it on my machine. So, yeah, I just love it. Last year I ordered and printed and had printed the pom-pom jacket from Maison Fauve, and so many people had that as well. It's not a jacket, a gilet, a vest. It's just a sleeveless waistcoat. It's kind of like that. Anyway, the V is much higher, and to me it looks more formal, and people are wearing them without a top underneath, but that's not my style. That one wasn't my style. I thought I'd give it a go. I didn't make it up in the end, because if I'm making a waistcoat, I want to make this one, and I haven't yet, and I've had this pattern a couple of years. So I'm just saying there is a waistcoat, pom-pom waistcoat. If you search for Maison Fauve and free patterns, it comes up with quite a few. And one of the others is a Tilda blouse, and I'm also going to be doing in this March, as you receive this video, it will be the 21st of March, or from the 21st of March onwards. So a lot of people will have already made some of the makes, all of the makes, whatever. But I'm also going to do Sew Yellow for Endo, and I picked this up at the Sewing Social on last Wednesday. I'm doing this ahead of time because I'm going to be away at the end of March, and so I wanted to have my video ready so that I don't forget to do it. So I picked this up at the Sewing Social, and so it was free to me, and I really want to make the Tilda blouse. Now, I've watched that Tilda blouse be made and made and made over the last few years that it's been shared on YouTube, and particularly on the Sew Frugal challenge, and I don't know if there's going to be enough because it's only very narrow fabric, but I would like to do a version of it, even if it's only got a little cap sleeve. So I will pop a picture in of what it looks like, and there are other blouses on there, but they require more fabric and more time. And I did think, because there's also maybe a little bit of a yellow overwhelm, but anyway, so there's that. But I do have some other fabric that's got some red in it, so it could be that I end up making an outfit, which would be the Tilda blouse, this for the Harper cardigan, this for the Harper cardigan, and the Grenadine. Now it's down as a Grenadine miniskirt, and I've seen it sewn and worn by Nicky at Sew and Snip, and Nicky's only been videoing for I don't know, not quite a year yet. She's coming up to her anniversary fairly soon, but I met her at the gathering, which was the Frock Tales, if you like, in Yorkshire last year, and she had come all the way up from Devon, and she just happened to be on the table that we chose, and we just had a really lovely time. In fact, my sister spoke more to her than I did. I was next to someone else, and in the chit-chatting time, which I'm sure you will recognise that I would be fully involving myself in, yes, but towards the end, she's sat we're waiting for taxis, and she's sat on a chair, and my sister had put my over bag on her lap, which is what I took with me, not as an evening bag, but just because it matched the dress that I'd made, and I'd made it from the scraps from the dress that I'd made a few years ago. So Nicky at the end of the night had a photo taken with my bag on her knee. I'm not saying she was like very enthusiastic about wanting to have a photograph, but our Leslie was so engaging, she allowed herself to do it. So I do follow Nicky, and she's been on Instagram for a long time, and her sewing is impeccable. So if you want to go over to her channel and have a look, that would be great. But she's recently made the Grenadine skirt, and I've seen her wear it. I've seen a picture of her when she'd gone away and she was wearing it, and it's really nice. You can have an option where you pipe it. It's got a shape on it that goes like that, and you can put piping there. And if I do make it, I'm not sure whether I'll pipe it or not, but if I do make it, I would make it longer. I do have quite a few of miniskirts still, and it isn't because I'm 71 that I'm now not wearing them, but I don't want to have any more. Thank you very much. So I would make it, it's just very slightly A-line. It's not kind of tulipy or anything. So I think I could get away with it wearing it just a kind of an inch below my knees. So that's that. So I'll put pictures in. There is also a Tribecka shirt, and that also has piping on, and it's quite an interesting construction. So that's a free pattern too, and you'll see that on YouTube or on Instagram. Lots of people have made that, and such beautiful value to have these patterns for us free, so that you can check just what that pattern company is like. You've got quite a lot of options to look at different free patterns, and that's really what it's about, isn't it? This is a journey for us to discover other pattern companies, and sometimes we're put off by some and really addicted to others. So this gives you a chance to look at the Maison Fauve, which I'm probably saying wrong, Fauve, I think, and Sinclair Patterns Harper Cardigan. So I hope that's okay. It would be lovely if I could actually make an outfit, but I can't commit to that because time is a bit complicated for me at the moment. So anyway, I'm just so thrilled that they've allowed me to give you my choice of free patterns. I'm quite a practical person, so I have to look at what might be valuable to me to look at what might be valuable to you, if you understand what I mean. There are so many. There's going to be 3 vloggers on some days, I think, and last year there were 60 odd vloggers, I think. So you've got a lot to look at, and they've asked us only to share 3. So what I'm saying is the Harper Cardigan, the Tilda blouse, and the Grenadine skirt, and I've just thrown in the Tribecka shirt blouse, should you want to look any further. Okay, that's me for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed my channel, please give it a thumbs up. This video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've found me and you've not seen me before and you'd like to subscribe, I'd be so grateful for that. Thank you ever so much. Every subscription, it's free to subscribe. Every time anyone subscribes, it helps me go up the ladder a bit into being shown for view. That's what it is, really. So thank you for that. And just to say that I do have the pockets. I did make the pockets in readiness for putting them on, but I don't have the pockets on. Also, just if you do make it, it gets you to put the pockets on early on, and they're not where I would have it because I have very long arms and I don't want to be doing that. So I place them quite low down, as you saw on here. Anyway, I made this in a size 14. I make a 16 sleeve only because I have lots of bishop sleeve dresses. I'll show you one. I like to work in French terry. I have 3 French terry dresses that have a bishop sleeve with a cuff on and something like that. And because they are, this is just stretch crush velvet. But if I had when I have the French terry ones, they take up quite a bit of room, and this extra size sleeve fits me well with those on. I'm not even aware of it. I did lengthen these, but actually, because I've got very long arms as well, but I don't need them that long. Either my arms are shrinking or I've made them too long in the first place. Okay, I'm still here. And yes, and I didn't say what I was wearing, but it doesn't really matter. Well, it's not a free pattern. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of bulk in these sleeves. And I do have a Marks and Spencer's long sleeve thermal vest on under here. And this is the toaster sweater, and number 1 toaster sweater. I have to take my support glove off. There you go. So that's it. So that's why I tend to make a sleeve bigger than the size of the thing. And actually, a size 14 on me now is quite big because I did lose some weight. Yeah. So that's why it's a bit bulky at the back. Anyway, I'm just waffling. Thank you for watching. Happy stitching. Happy Sew Frugal 25. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. It's Susan at Seaside Stitches.